"You're texting her once more." Bambi only said that. Just those 4 phrases, and being scrappy, no yelling or slapping. This time she grasped him, and he froze as if his spirit had fled his body. At 1:16 a.m., the phone's unlocked, messages opened, and a new flirtatious text message was sent to Kendra. That night is still on my mind. "You're good, Kendra. Is this the same Kendra from ancient history?" The woman Bambi mentioned was the same one who vowed to move on if I ever catch his phone. Buzzing with her name again, I'm burning everything. Surprise! She didn't burn it. She took a video of it. And the video is now available. Text from Scrappy, his voice picks up on the lies from the DMs. His true motivation for constantly putting his phone face down was revealed. However, here is the section that has the internet trembling. Bambi didn't cry after reading everything. Instead, she chuckled before whispering, "Let's see how the public perceives you." Now it's shortly after midnight, and what Bambi does next changes everything. Isn't just cheating. It's deliberate disrespect captured in 4,000 Bambi's house, wrapping hair like everyone else. Raban browses her page for you. While seeming to watch TV, Scrappy is actually hooked to his phone's screen, his fingers moving quickly as if he's typing his upcoming mixtape. Then, it took place. Twice his phone buzzed. Not very dramatic or boisterous, simply insufficient vibrations, however. Bambi heard it and sensed it. You know how women have 6 senses when a man is acting shaddily? Well, that one really got going. She refrained from stealing his phone. She didn't inquire. As if nothing were wrong, she strolled straight by him. However, she caught it as she rounded a bend. "That peak of the lock screen, Kendra, I'm sorry, but I couldn't sleep either." She paused, inhaled, then spun around and uttered those words. "You texted her once more, Scrappy," and it looked like his soul paused. "Who?" he inquired, behaving perplexed. As though this individual hadn't been interrupted in the middle of a word. "Calm as ever," she added. "Don't act foolish. Your phone just lied to you." Things changed at that point. Key became anxious. She leaped and grabbed the phone. One attempt at guessing the passcode, naturally, it was still her birthday. And there was a lengthy exchange of emails dating back many weeks between Scrappy and Kendra. No days, weeks, flirtatious jokes, late-night check-ins, inside jokes, or memes from years ago. Couples only send even an emoji of a freaking heart. Bambi recognized then that this wasn't simply a simple, "I hope you're doing well" letter. The woman involved in this emotional affair ought to have been blacklisted on the website. This is when things become even messier. Because Bambi chose to hit the record button on the voice recorder rather than flipping tables and yelling, and then she muttered it under her breath. "You're not smooth. Let's spread the word about this." She entered the bedroom, shut the door, and revealed the shocking information on her close friend's Instagram account. Verify the person a man is texting at 1 a.m. when he claims to have changed. Just fate. No names, no receipts yet. Darling, it was stolen by the internet. After 12 minutes, fans began to speculate. Scrappy's reflection on the TV screen was magnified by someone. The timing on the screen was matched by another fan. The next hit appeared after the iPhone lock screen changed to a current picture of him wearing the same attire from earlier that evening. After blocking Kendra and unfollowing her, Bambi erased all of her posts using Scrappy. In a tweet, a fan stated, "I knew he was a fraud. Kendra's been lurking since season 9 as all of this was going on." Scrappy was in full crisis mode, knocking on the door and talking through it as though he were being tried. "Bambi, hurry up. You know, it wasn't even like that. Kendra is going through difficult times. She hit me initially, but I didn't say anything negative. I left Kendra, of course, but I still have the hoodie, so let's have a look at one message. Scrappy, it still smells like you. If you're up tonight, I might come get it. If it isn't a bad thing, I'm not sure what it is." Furthermore, while Bambi had every word on her phone screen, Scrappy was gaslighting her through the door in real time. This is where DEFCON 1 is hit. Bambi puts her on speaker and contacts her homegirl Tasha. According to Tasha, it's cool as heck. You recall that I threatened to burn down Tasha's silence for 2 seconds if he ever spoke to Kendra again. Then you're being absolutely serious. What were we doing when suddenly the plan for retaliation was underway? Tasha receives the screenshots from Bambi. Tasha, who also manages a fan page with 300,000 followers, is aware of what to do. No tags names, simply use this caption when posting the receipts. When he was lying to you and her post went viral, girls were tweeting about it as if it were the Super Bowl. Edits were made. Even old footage of Kendra and Bambi staring down at each other during their reunion began to circulate once more. And what did Scrappy do? He made a grave error by going live. He appeared on Instagram Live with a stressed-out hood up, attempting to appear composed but obviously losing it. Look, none of you even know. The entire narrative, man, isn't anyone being unfaithful. While the direct messages were truly trending on Twitter, he shouted it with all of his chest. And then someone dropped the biggest bomb yet. This is just people stirring the fire. A screenshot showing Kendra's response to Scrappy's direct message. Kendra, the only person who has ever understood me is you. Tenacious. I continue to do Kendra. Scrappy, I miss being yours. Then quit acting like we're not still something. Boom! That video appeared on all of the blogs inside. 45 Minutes, The Shade Room, Lipstick Alley, Urban Tea Daily. And even Love and Hip Hop's official page unintentionally liked it before unliking it an hour later. Bambi was getting ready with her hair done and her lashes on a ring lamp, while Scrappy was live discussing how he's just trying to stay focused on his family. She was also intending to go live, but this time she would play the audio instead of speaking. Yes, since Scrappy was playing word out here, Olympic Games Bambi has voice memos. Unadulterated reality. Just 2 days ago, Kendra was set to click play in front of 89,000 live viewers when something happened from Mama D. Yep. I should never have left you the voice notes that Scrappy sent her. Lil Scrappy's mother herself sent a 5-word note. Void doing this right now? Bambi spent a 10 seconds looking at the message. Just those 5 without any emojis or punctuation. Don't do this right now. These are cold, calculating remarks from the one woman who had always subtly picked Scrappy above her. Was she ignoring a warning or a threat? Due to the fact that Bambi had audio notes, screenshots, chats, and receipts stored in 2 private folders and 3 backup drives. And she wasn't defending anyone tonight. She launched Instagram Live. In a matter of seconds, 97,000 fans, bloggers, inquisitive cast members, and even a few confirmed blue checks that weren't supposed to be there. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to drag. I'm just here to let the man I married know. I see you, and so does everyone else now. Bambi stared directly into the camera, her face placid, her lips glued to the phone, one hand shaking a little. Then she hit play, and Scrappy's voice could be heard clearly. I can't tell her that the conversation blew up, but every time I see her grin, I think of you. Hold on, what did he just do? Saying something about Bambi isn't flirting at all? I never stopped loving you. I was just caught in the wrong situation with the wrong girl. It's complete cheating. She played the next one. The woman he married had a child with the wrong woman who was publicly championed on red carpets. Although Bambi's hand began to quiver significantly, her expression remained icy. Kendra's response, I knew it. She was always in the way, was the icing on the cake. Boom! 'Twas completed. Bambi abruptly halted the live stream with a hard cut and silence. Thank you for watching. The internet took off. Real-time clips went viral, and within 20 minutes, the hashtag Scrappy Exposed was trending. In the meantime, Scrappy was pacing the floor someplace in Atlanta. According to sources, he contacted Bambi from a backup phone after 9 unsuccessful attempts to reach her. but she didn't respond. And then he called Mama D. Let's now take a moment to discuss Mama D. Mama D. Secondly, because this time, she appeared to have not slept in days. Even though she generally consumes drama like it's a 3-course meal, she also went live, but her voice was different. She paced her living room and exclaimed, "This wasn't supposed to happen. I told my son, you keep playing both sides, you're going to lose them all." "So it's true," was a commenter's question. Mama D took a moment, groaned, and massaged her temples before dropping the line that illuminated Instagram is on fire. "Girl, Kendra doesn't lie when she's mad, is all I have to say. And when he's lonely, Scrappy doesn't think." All blogs had to do was clip it. It was reposted by fans. "When you lose the wife and the side piece in one night" is the caption for a meme that went popular and featured Scrappy standing between Kendra and Bambi. However, the twist wasn't even that, because right when fans believed the situation had reached its zenith, you could tell Kendra didn't plan this, didn't ask for this, and didn't try to take anyone's man when she went live. She was wearing a hoodie, sat in her car with a dome light on, and didn't have any makeup on. She paused, swallowed, and stared straight into the camera, but when a man tells you that he regrets everything and wishes he had chosen you, you listen, because deep down, even though I still loved him. She averted her eyes and sniffed before saying the sentence that turned the internet on its head. "Just so you know, I didn't start this again." On the night of the reunion taping, he sent me a message saying that he missed me and that I still had a piece of him. She raised her phone and displayed the timestamp, which corresponded to the day of that notorious reunion when Scrappy sat there silently while Bambi stood up for him with her entire breast. He was texting his ex the same thing. Evening. The internet was finished. Threads on Reddit went viral. Users of TikTok shared breakdowns with dramatic music, timestamps, and zooms. An AI reading of the audio notes with closed captions was even made public. Bloggers were competing to see whose audio version was the cleanest. However, this is how it went from a little controversy to consequences at the federal level. A verified legal blogger who was one of Bambi's fans dissected the voice notes and time of the direct messages and questioned the question that no one anticipated within hours. The same attorney uploaded another video describing how emotional, betrayal, and humiliation. It paved the way for a renegotiation of the terms of the divorce and financial assets under Georgia law if Scrappy was emotionally cheating and Bambi had proof. Everyone was now observing with fresh eyes. Was this the beginning of a court case? Or was this just relationship turbulence before Bambi made her next shift? Fans went crazy after she shared a snapshot of a court petition for a temporary protective order pending review. Not of Scrappy. Or Kendra. Is she claiming that it became violent? Or is she afraid that the audio clip went further than what she played? The rumors have darkened. People began removing previous footage of Bambi looking afraid and Scrappy interrupting her during interviews when he lost his temper on set. In retrospect, everything suddenly appeared different and he disappeared, Scrappy. No lives, no posts, not even a tale according to reports. His attorney advised him to go dark. Mode of damage control, too many receipts, too many witnesses, too late, but it wasn't Bambi, Kendra, or even Mama D who delivered the final blow. It resulted from an unanticipated DM leak. A former production assistant provided it. During downtime on site, a blurry audio note captured Scrappy on the phone with someone. She believes she is clever and is attempting to deceive the public, he said. Allow her to, that judge won't give her anything, and she won't be able to talk about it once the NDA expires. Quietness. The same voice then continued, adding that Mona had already informed me. Keep it quiet now, and I'll be back next season. The internet was shattered by that line. Fans had finished launch of petitions, VH1's Instagram comments overwhelmed. Over time, Scrappy's name came to represent deceit, manipulation, and cover-ups, and Bambi posted a final item. The caption on a picture of her cradling her child said, "Peace over performance." I don't need revenge, I have truth. And that concluded the story for the time being. Because there is still one unanswered question: what more is available? More audio, more women, more secrets. One thing is obvious. The breakdown of a man's brand and his image, which he built on devotion and trust, was more than just a scandal. His lock screen is where love is hidden. Ask whose phone was on mute the entire time the next time you hear someone discussing black love goals, because there is a voice note hidden beneath each emoji that you haven't heard yet. And you'll hear it here first when it does, now that the audio has been released and the masks have been taken off. Will the industry finally hold Lil Scrappy responsible for what has been concealed behind those sunglasses and stage reunion excuses? Or will give him a microphone once more and act as if nothing occurred, because, let's face it, this wasn't a simple case of late-night flirtation. Rather, it was a pattern of deceit and silent manipulation used to defend a brand rather than a woman. The robots are now performing tasks that the cast was never able to. Being honest without editing, and it was Bambi who said, "I'm not crazy. I just hit record," proving that she is more than just another heartbroken wife. Here's the actual query, though. How many more voice notes exist? How many more women remain silent because of fear of contracts or loyalty? How many more guys in this profession are watching this develop, knowing that their turn is coming next? This goes beyond Bambi and Scrappy. This is about all the women who were made to feel suspicious simply because they were correct. What do you think? Should VH1 fire Scrappy entirely? Or will he return for a second season with a new narrative for PR? Leave a comment with your ideas. Which side are you on? And if you have ever disregarded a warning sign because society urged you to remain faithful, this is a warning to never remain mute again. We're not finished, so please like, comment, and subscribe. The following audio message could alter everything once more, so trust.